DESIblitz.com.
Hi, my name is Param Singh from Take Me Out, and you're watching me on DESIblitz.com.
How was your experience on Take Me Out? Talk us through some of the highs and lows.
The opportunity to sort of go on like a dating show is quite nerve-wracking, like it would be for anyone. But going on the show, the crew at the Take Me Out team, very nice people. They sort of coach you through how to say stuff and how to come across on the camera very well and all that kind of good stuff. So it was a phenomenal experience. I think that the highs were, I really didn't originally tell the folks that I'd applied for the show because I didn't want them to, they're like just any old parents, they worry about their children coming across well and not making not embarrassing themselves and all that kind of stuff. But my dad was so happy when he saw the show. He was like, Param, tu ta kamal ka shariya. He was coming out with better lines than me. So yeah, I think it was also interesting. I didn't really think, being a British Asian, that it would have so much traction. Say on Twitter, like my Twitter and my Facebook kind of went viral, and didn't really think it would attract so much attention. But I think being a visually distinct individual, with a turban and stuff, maybe a lot more people felt, oh right, it's the kind of novelty factor plus that kind of individual going on a mainstream dating show. Maybe even some people, even a lot of Asians, maybe not. It's kind of a new experience. We're still kind of breaking those boundaries about what we can as a community do and what we can't do. So, and I'm always for pushing boundaries. I love that kind of stuff.
What were your reasons initially for going on the show?
My brother sent me the link to the show, and I thought, you know what? Maybe I might not get a date on the show because maybe the girls on that show are not really necessarily looking for a guy like me. But I thought maybe there could be, possibly, 3% chance that there could be an auntie watching the show that might think, but he looks like a nice boy, why don't you, and then tell, her daughter or her son to hit me up on Facebook. It didn't happen, but that was the thinking behind it. So there was some method to the madness.
Why do you think, honestly speaking, that you did not progress further? Was it your personality? Was it how people perceived you? Or was it a case where the girls had a lot of nakre? I think some of the girls maybe they're from parts of the UK where they may not have come across maybe an ethnic person before, and so if it's the first time you see an ethnic boy, distinctly ethnic boy, you might think, not really sure what it's going to be like to go on a date with this person. So it might have been that, or it might have been that my dance skills, my rendition of Gangnam Style just wasn't up to it. Who knows?
Gangnam Style. Op, 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 op aan Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady.
What are your thoughts on the British Asian dating scene?
I've got a lot of single friends, and everyone seems to say, I've got for example, a lot of Asian females that say, you know what, but I go out to dating events and all the Monday I meet are just, they're not very good, they're not the kind of guy I'm looking for. And the guys say the same kind of thing. So I don't know, maybe it's a London-centric thing. I'm originally from the northern parts of the UK, and actually most of my friends in the north have got married and settled down and everything. But I think in London especially I see a lot more people that are single, and for a lot longer. And it may be that we're just all doing too many nakre. Maybe all of us are to blame. You just put our hands up and say, you know what, we're all nakra.com.
Can British Asian men date non-Asian girls?
Yeah, you know what? I think there's a lot of difference in opinion between different types of Asians. For example, I've been to certain dating events held by temples, and a lot of the people that go to those dating events, they won't even marry out of caste, let alone out of culture or community. So there's some people that are and those, they may say, well, you know what, it's not because of me, I'm open, but my parents, they want me to marry someone from caste X or caste Y. And I think that's a very dated way of thinking, but I guess people have their own perspective, and what people do, what they're comfortable with. My dad's been here since for 50 years, and he came here when the Beatles were big, so he's dated European women, so he's got a different perspective on life, and that perspective's passed on to children as well. So he's my parents are a lot more open. My brother's getting married to a Gujarati girl, so we're a lot more open as a family. But I think it really depends family to family, and I don't think we can necessarily generalize it as a community. Are we sort of going this way or that way? I think it massively varies.
So what is your ideal date venue?
Ideal date venue. You know what? My ideal date venue is probably going to be a coffee shop, a nice comfy sofa, relax, apna cha piyo, ram nal, have a chat, relax, no stress, and just get to know each other. Don't need to be have a show or comedy or any kind of distractions. Just a normal chat, so you get to know someone. Heart to heart is probably my ideal.
I noticed your Facebook is named Param Style.
Oh, right.
What is your style, Param?
I think it depends. Every month I'll have a new style. Today, I like to do. I'm just a bit quirky, I guess. I like to consider myself. I'm a little bit quirky, so that's my style, really. Whatever's in fashion.